Yes.
ñoo gën a garaaw.
It's true.
In fact, they committed the worst and most gruesome murders that took place in this country.
Yes, that's true.
They were notorious for drunkenness and smoking of cannabis everywhere.
That's true.
Including yourself?
No. Drink? Never drink, I never smoke ganja. Never did.
Is this Lamin Sillah?
Lamin Sillah.
You don't know me.
Sobge. Huh? Okay, Mr. Sillah, your drunkenness is not an issue before the commission.
Mr. Sillah, you are
We just wanted to understand the character of the people that were in that vehicle. But I am sure that all soldiers in the Gambia National Army are finding this so hilarious. Even yourself, you're finding it amusing. That you are saying that you've never drank alcohol.
And a cigarette. Only cigarette. It's finished.
Okay, Mr. Sillah.
The council did the witness confirm that the 4 riding in the vehicle with him were, as you characterize it, the worst among the junglers.
Well, I am
sure. They had done this and that and that. If he did, if he could repeat for the record the names of those 4 that he considered the worst of the junglers.
Mr. Chair, I want to be fair to the witness. I said, and these people are the most notorious junglers you had in your vehicle. And so that would suggest the 3, Solo, Sana, and Malik. So perhaps maybe he should be asked the question whether all 4 of them were notorious junglers. Would you accept that all 4 of you in that vehicle were the most notorious junglers?
The
three of them are the most notorious.
There you have it.
And who were the Nyata?
And who are they?
The record.
I just met people calling him Alfredai.
And who else?
Solo Bojam.
And the third?
Solo Bojam. Sana Manjang. And Malik Jata. And these 3, including myself, plus myself, the driver.
But do you confirm that these 3 were the most notorious junglers?
Yes, they are most strong-headed people.
Well, we're not talking about Degel Bopa. Degel Bopa is not a crime. We're talking about being most notorious, being most brutal. Would you say answer now?
I know. It happened.
Is it true?
It's true. It's true.
What is true?
Because
waxal wax ju jub ñoom seen mbir ñoom kañ do wax ju jub
dama ne ñoo seen mbir moom ñoom amul ñu ragal they are not afraid of anything
because killing yëpp
Was all this killing the other one?
Like which ones?
What example come Ghanaians?
For example, these Ghanaians.
Akbar. And which ones?
My Ghanaians, I'm not going to participate in this because my money was a patrol.
I know that they participated that one.
And which other ones?
Because patrol. That day was my first day.
I've never gone with them on patrol. That was my first day. As the time Tumul told me that you are going for a patrol.
You told the commission that killing, it's them. So which killings are you talking about? You've told us about the Ghanaians and which other ones?
The commission bine ray yep ñom la yang ray nga ñu mëna waxat nga ñu Ghanaian
maybe because of the way I say I know that for the Ghanaians killing they participated.
The shooting incident, the attempted assassination of lawyer Usman Sillah, were you there?
nga xamne fofu lañ doon fétel doon jéma ray lawyer Usman Sillah yang fa won
Lawyer Usman Sillah.
Lawyer Usman Sillah? No. I was not part of it.
Deida Haidara
bi nak
I've never gone with these people. For me, the job, the working place, all these operations, I've never attended any of them.
Mr. Sillah, if it emerges that you have participated in another operation, it may have serious consequences. Are you aware of that?
Bu fekkee ne feeñ na ne bokk nga ci yeneen opération ndax xam nga ne loolu moom di nga jàkkaarloo ak loi bi.
No problem.
No problem.
Good.
But when I'm participating,
the one I participated, that's the one I said here.
So on this occasion, in 2005, you had these three people in your vehicle.
Bés bii nii ci atum 2005 ñetti nit ñi nga wax ne ñoom nga amoon ci sa biir moto bi.
In my vehicle.
Pickup black.
The other vehicle was a black pickup. It was at the back.
Who was the driver?
Ku doon dawal moto booba.
But what I didn't know who were there because it was at night and it was dark. Those in my vehicle, I can identify them.
Mr. Sillah, are you afraid to mention the names?
Mr. Sillah, xanaa da nga ragal pour tudd seen tur.
God knows I am not afraid because it was night and it was dark. For those who were at the other vehicle, I don't know any of them.
Who was the driver?
Kan moo doon dawal moto bi.
The junglers themselves drive their vehicle. But I didn't know who was driving. But for my own vehicle, I know who were there.
But of course, all those who participated in that operation were junglers.
Why don't you ci loolu yëpp ay junglers lañ.
That's what I said in the first time when I was giving my statement. I said those in my vehicle, I knew them. And I will never forget them.
But you were also a jungler, weren't you?
Waaye yow tam jungler nga woon ndax de.
Different.
What was the difference? A jungler who wasn't taking alcohol?
Lay mooy ute bi mooy jungler boo xam ne du naan sàngar.
When we
finished our jungle training, I was taken to a state house to the Bravo company. Even those that I gave their names, if you ask them, they say yes.
You participated in few operations.
Bokkoon nga ci ay operation yu néew.
Which and which?
The execution of the Ghanaians.
Rey bi ñu rey Ghanaian yi.
I said that that one I was there.
And you did the jungler training.
Te jàng nga mbiri jungler.
Yes, I did the training.
And you were based at Kanilai.
Te yaa nga toogoon Kanilai.
Duties, not of Kanilai, but 1 month when you were Banyu.
Duties for 1 month, then I come back to Banyu. The junglers who were in Kanilai, they were there permanently.
Man, 1 month, so you had the Banyu State House.
For me, for 1 month, if exhausted, I am coming back to State House.
And in State House, there were also junglers.
Just State House summit, I'm not a jungle yu fa nekk.
No, the neighbor was just fuel.
They used to go there and fuel their vehicles.
Wow.
But there were also junglers based there.
ñoom itamit jungle yoo xam ne fa lañ toogoon.
No, so you State House.
If you see them entering State House,
and I'm usually first operation.
They have their operation and do it, or they come there to fuel their vehicles.
Okay. So tell us what happened this day. You have these three, the most notorious junglers in your vehicle. Did they carry anything with them?
léegi wax ñu nag lana xew bés bii nga xam ne ñetti jongula yi nga xam ne ñoo gën a soxor ci jongula yi ñu ngi ci sa biir moto ndax amoon na benn gànnaay buñ gànnaayoo woon.
Ku nekk am na sa gànnaay.
They all armed.
Which kind of weapons?
Ban façon yi gànnaay lañ amoon.
No, I'm not AK-47.
I was with my AK-47.
Solo the same.
Solo the same.
Mali PGL.
Mali Jata was having the PGL.
What?
Automatic grenade launcher mukame. PGM.
Automatic.
PGM.
PGL.
Automatic grenade launcher.
AGL.
No, they were different. AGL move for PGL move for.
Okay.
It's two different.
Okay, is it different from RPG?
It's different from RPG.
We just want to know. So there's RPG, there is APG, and PGL.
Oh.
Yes.
Good. Malik, did he have any other weapon?
Malik, amoon na beneen gànnaay.
Living on me, weapon on me.
His weapon?
Me attached mom.
He was attached to him.
Okay. So the PGL, it's like double the grenade launcher and the bullet mouth. Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Good. Did he have anything else with him, like a pistol also?
No, not beneen fetel du noonu.
Because junglers ñoom ku nekk am pistol.
Yes, because the junglers,
personal pistol.
they all have a personal pistol.
Did you have a pistol?
Yow am nga pistol fetel yu ndaw yooyu.
Okay.
Only AK.
Okay, good. So, and now these two vehicles, where did you go?
léegi ñaari moto yi nag fan ngeen dem.
When we Kanilai.
When we
left Kanilai.
When we left Kanilai.
Solo mune patrol.
Solo set patrol. That's how we left.
Who was in charge?
Kan moo jiite woon groupe bi.
So Solo was the more senior man.
Solo was the most senior man. That's the time we went up to Kampenda. That's the time we took the Banjul highway. We are going.
Were you briefed about the operation?
Ndax waxoon nañ leen operation bi naka ngeen ko doxalee.
For me, I was never briefed. But for the others, for me, what they told me is only patrol. When we left, when we reached at Mandinaba, I asked Solo Bojang, told him this is not our area, where are we going to?
Can you tell us what happened when you arrived at Buyam?
Dig ñu mën a wax lan moo xew ba ngeen àggee Buyam.
Buyam Solo received a call.
So Buyam telephone Solo received a phone call.
Received a call. Good evening, Sir Excellence.
I heard him saying, "Hello, good evening, sir. Good evening, Excellence."
And who is addressed in that manner by the soldiers?
Kan la soldat yi dee ooyee te anam boobu noonu.
President.
The former president.
What's his name?
Naka la tudda.
Yaya Jammeh.
What were they discussing?
Lan lañ doon waxtaanee téléphone.
That one I didn't know. It was a telephone communication.
And at this time, what were you going to do?
Jamono bii lan ngeen doon war a def.
In the vehicle, Solo didn't say anything to anyone.
What was your purpose at the time?
Lan moo woon seen jubluwaay nag jamono boobu.
Because hence, patrol at you.
Hence, I was told about the patrol. I was made to understand that we were going for a patrol.
Was it not the case that you were going on an operation?
Operation.
If you think of another operation, that's the time you were briefed, but so that Tumutamba would have told you that we are going for another district. But Tumbul briefed his people. For me, I was told to go and dress up, and I was going to for a patrol. That was the concept that I took, that we were going for a patrol.
But of course, you are part of the group that would normally go on patrols.
That day was my first day.
That was my first day.
This kind of operation.
The junglers to go with them on this kind of operation. Because for them, they have their own pickup. They are the one who drive themselves.
That day was my first day.
That was my first day.
And which pickup were you using this time around?
My Toyota double cabin, Tumbul Tamba.
Toyota double cabin for Tumbul Tamba.
And doesn't that pickup belong to the junglers?
Pickup bobu junglers
black.
The junglers, their vehicles is painted black.
The Belaman ash color.
But for that one is ash color.
Tumbul, wasn't he a jungler?
Tumbul, jungler.
He was a jungler.
Wasn't that vehicle officially assigned to him?
It was the first day I saw that vehicle going for that operation.
But it is a vehicle assigned to a jungler. So it was a vehicle for junglers.
Okay.
And you were selected to be the driver. Correct?
That day,
I was asked to go for a patrol, and they gave me the and that was the first time Tumbul's vehicle go for a patrol.
But how would you know that? If you are not one of them.
My duties 1 month.
I was in Canada. I usually shifted for duties for 1 month.
1 month. Must stay.
Where I stayed,
solo.
the junglers dress up at night.
They patrol.
They go to Tumbul and they go for a patrol. Most people never go.
Okay. But on this occasion, it was used.
Yes, on
and on the way,
said patrol.
On the way going for this operation, he received this call from Yaya Jammeh. And he was saying, yes, sir, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir, Your Excellency.
And why do you think he was saying, yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
I cannot say that because it was a telephone conversation. What they were saying, I didn't hear.
Concentrate my drive.
On that time, I was concentrated because I was driving.
We understand that, but on what occasions would soldiers say, yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Just answer the question. On what circumstances would soldiers say, yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Then the former president called him.
If the president calls you, you would not just be saying, yes, sir, Your Excellency. There would be a reason why you would say, yes, sir.
So the president, yes, sir, Your Excellency.
But when you are talking to him, when he's saying, you can always be saying yes, sir, until he finishes.
But why would you have to say yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Because of he's the president.
Mr. Witness, stop acting. people don't say yes, sir, just because they want to say yes, sir. Correct?
Yes, sir.
They say yes, sir, for a reason.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes, it happens.
And you just saying yes to my question.
Yes, wow,
Because I asked of something. True or false?
I didn't get you well.
You just said yes to my last question because I asked you something.
True?
Exactly. And if I had ordered you to do something, you could also say yes, sir.
Yes, that's true.
In this particular instance, why do you think Solo was saying yes, sir, Your Excellency?
Yes, sir, Your Excellency.
Because also yes, sir, because even this migrants
Even myself, I didn't know that we were going for this migrants.
Yes, sir.
But on the telephone conversation, I heard him saying yes, sir.
Wasn't he saying yes, sir, because he was agreeing with the president on what the president said?
Yes, sir. A president bi ci kaddu yi nga xamne mom la ko president bi doon wax.
That's what I am saying. It was a telephone conversation.
What telephone? What telephone?
It was telephone conversation, but they were saying I didn't know it.
Isn't it obvious that he was agreeing with the president with whatever it is the president was saying?
A president bi ci lepp lo xamne mom la ko president bi doon wax mu ci doon anda motax mu ko yes, sir.
Senegal.
How?
Because migrants.
Because when we left from Kanilai, I was never told that we are going for the migrants.
Witness, what I am driving at is this. Listen carefully. Solo was saying yes, sir, Your Excellency, because he was agreeing with the president with whatever the president was saying. We don't know what it was he was saying. But Solo was agreeing with him. That's why Solo said yes, sir.
President bi doon wax da waaye boo déggee Solo naan ko waaw kilifa gi dafa fekk ne lépp lu ko doon wax moom mu ngi ànd ci loolu.
Correct?
Do dégg.
I
cannot say anything about that one. I know that there was a telephone conversation. I know that they were just but what they said, I didn't know it.
I'll just leave the issue and move on. The commissioners would draw their conclusions from the answers given. Right? Okay. So, as at Buyam, Solo was saying yes, sir, to the president. And then you proceeded on your journey. And at one point you said something to Solo.
Yes, that's the time we reached at Mandinaba.
What was it you said to Solo?
I told Solo, where are we going to? Because this is not our area. Because any patrol, you are with your own patrol area. I asked him, where are we going to? Because this is not our area.
How did you know that?
Because Mandinaba.
How did you know that each patrol has its own area?
We knew it.
The question is, how did you know?
Because on every team has your own boundary.
How did you know that?
When we reached there, that's the time I knew it.
How did you know that every patrol had a boundary?
Naka nga xamee ne patrol boo xam ne yéen a ngi ko def am na foo xam ne war leen koo weesu foofu ngeen war a em.
Comme man in those days, man patrol.
In those days when I'm going for a patrol,
senior man is come the patrol.
The most senior man who is leading the patrol, he can tell us to stop at Birkama, don't go beyond Birkama.
And who was this senior man?
Kan mooy woon kilifa googu.
The one come in those days now.
Yes. So who was that senior man in those days?
Jamono boobu kan moo woon kilifa di la daan wax ne bu leen weesu Birkama.
Come senior man,
The senior man who is usually shifted, there are many.
Give us examples of those senior men who would tell you not to go beyond particular areas.
Jox ñu misaal rek ci ñan ñooy kilifa yi la daan wax ne am na foo xam ne war leen koo weesu.
Just come
Time I was at State House here,
come smiling patrol.
when I used to be going for patrol,
Some duty officer.
our duty officer,
La Jallo.
Jallo,
Some patrol feel Senegambia.
he used to tell us where our patrol stopped. Senegambia, Serebunda,
Then the people Taboko Abuko and that's what.
up to Abuko, and you come back.
Ak kanati.
Digam ki duty officer late Mambiran ko gañu ko ran the same thing la dewa.
Late Mambiran
Sam ko gañu na.
Mambiran Sam,
The same thing.
he passed away.
And who
The
else?
same.
Okay.
When you were in Kanilai, tell us when you were in Kanilai.
Wax ñu ba nga nekkee Kanilai.
Okay, man kan line.
When I was in Kanilai,
Patrol man patrol.
I don't used to go on patrol.
So how did you know that for those from Kanilai, your boundary was not beyond this place,
Kanaba.
Mandinaba?
Because I from the
Bi nga nekkee Kanilai naka nga xamee ne yéen fi ngeen war a em warut a weesu Mandina Ba.
Ano be Kalaji.
From up to Kalaji,
Ngane be Mandina ba.
up to Mandinaba,
Funyana.
they are all at the phone.
Le must block.
You can stop at block.
How did you know the boundary limitations of the patrol teams?
Loolu nag naka nga xamee ne ñi nga xam ne ñooy patrol fii lañ war a em waruñ ko weesu.
Sinoma ko def suma def dafa ko dewa ne emal fi tona ñu delu.
Sometimes the most senior man in the vehicle usually tell us to stop here.
Because you're saying patrol, other barracks mun ñu dem patrol te mu ngena class ne mu lola ga daw.
So what they are avoiding is you can go for a patrol and another barracks is also on patrol and you can collide.
So you are accepting that while at Kanilai you used to go on patrol?
Kon yaa ngi nangu ne bi nga nekkee Kanilai bon dang daan dem patrol.
Man waye patrol Kanilai.
I don't used to go on patrol when I was in Kanilai. I told you here, when I was in Kanilai, I don't go for patrol.
But you just told us. Listen, you just told us that when we used to go on patrol, the senior man would tell us that you cannot go beyond this place, like you cannot go beyond block, or you cannot go beyond this Kalaji. That's what you just told me.
Léegi nga ñu wax ne.
I said when I used to be on Banjul, but for Kanilai, I never go for patrol.
That was the first day mining patrol.
Kanilai, that was my first day going for patrol.
Maybe the commission would just investigate your activities as a jungler. Because you seem to be minimizing your understanding of the junglers. Aren't you afraid of the truth?
I have nothing to avoid of. What I know, that's what I see. What I see, that's what I will see. What I didn't know, I didn't know it.
All right. Okay. So you came up to Mandinaba. You told him that you are going too far out. What did he say?
He told me that you are a driver. Just drive and we go.
And then?
Then we continue.
Airport Johnson.
We drove up to Airport Johnson.
Airport Johnson.
Then he asked me to cough, to take a bed.
Look, did you refuse to go on that operation?
Ndax bañoon nga pour dem ci operation boobu?
Because operation bi day waxoon ma ne lii la.
I was not told what to do.
Mr. Witness, you were not a member of the patrol team. That's what you claimed.
Wow.
Yow li nga wax day mooy ne yow doo dee bokk ci kuréel gi nga xam ne ñoo dee dem di wuraalu.
You were not under Solo Bojang.
Nekkuloo ci ron Solo Bojang.
No.
No. You were not under Tumbul Tamba.
Nekkuloo ci ron Tumbul Tamba.
Why did you accept to go with them?
Lu tax nga nangu pour ànda ñoom?
Kisa Tumbul Tamba.
You see, Tumbul Tamba.
Tumbul Tamba.
Tumbul Tamba.
Sola ñu fa nekk ñëpp.
All the soldiers who were there.
ñëpp ñu ngi under Tumbul Tamba.
They were all under Tumbul Tamba.
Time we don't appoint as Kanila OC.
Then he was appointed as Kanila OC.
In fact, so you were taking instructions from him.
Léegi yow daal yaa ngi doon jëlee ndigal ci moom loolu.
He usually give us order because he was the CEO there.
So those at Kanilai that was a jungle operation.
Because
the difference between you and the others is that you did the jungle training with them. Correct?
Yes, that's true.
And you were posted there just like other junglers. Correct?
Wow.
Exactly. And you were going with them.
It was my first day to go with them.
All right. Okay, let's proceed. So then what happened after you arrived at Airport Junction?
Airport Junction.
Airport Junction.
When we reached at the Airport Junction, he asked me to take a cough. Then we went straight. I went up to the turntable. I still asked him how and where then. He asked me to continue. Then he received a call.
Good evening, sir, DG.
Then he was saying, "Good evening, sir, DG."
And what does DG stand for?
DG mom, lum teki.
Then he was talking to Daba Marina.
And Daba Marina was DG of which institution?
Daba Marina, mo DG ban ligay ka.
NIA.
And
then I was the one who asked Solo. I asked Solo, which DG are you talking to? Because he was sitting in front. Then he told me the NIA director. When he is finished speaking with him, then Marina, he was directing him where the Ghanaians were, but Marina himself was not there. When we left from this highway, there was one supermarket there. If you left the Johnson, the other Johnson, where Baba Job lived, when we reached there, we were asked to stop. And then Solo just jumped up from the vehicle and ran and hit the gate.
What type
compound
of
gate?
What type of house was that?
Story building.
It was a story building.
Black bundiker.
And a black gate.
How do you know that was Baba Job's house?
Naka nga xamee ne foofu këri Baba Job la?
That day I had somebody who was testifying here. I was asked here who was at the house, and I said I didn't know. Somebody just testified here. At the time I knew that it was Baba Job's compound.
All right, proceed.
And when Solo left, and he asked me to ask them
Reverse the vehicle.
Then I saw Solo pull some ropes. Then I saw him taking some people from the house. Yes, you know, the pick up the double cabin, the truck is not that much big.
Yes, the back space of the pickup vehicle is not very big. Proceed.
And he brought them and put them inside. And he tied them. Then I left the other and I stopped at some point. Then Sanamanjang and others were standing guarding my vehicle. The other vehicle also entered. They did the same thing. They did the same.
What is that same thing?
The same thing.
When they put 4 in my vehicle, they put 4 in the other vehicle. Because Solomon got to coordinate. Because it's Solo who is coordinating it.
Was it 4 they put in your vehicle or 10?
Unless you guide me there.
Let you be guided by the truth. There's a massive difference between 4 and 10, and you know what happened.
Yes, it's 10-10. You are right.
Don't play games.
I didn't play games. I usually forget.
How can you forget? But you so easily remembered. So it was now 20 people.
20.
And how were they dressed?
This was in civil dress.
They were on civil dress.
With a also.
They cigarettes.
Was there a woman?
There were 2 men, but they were left there.
Okay, and then what happened? So they were tied and put 10 per vehicle.
Yes,
but you would admit that to put 10 big men, 10 adults in the back of a double cabin vehicle, pickup vehicle, it would be very, very tight.
Sorry.
Could you respond now?
So put all of them there.
And how were they put in there?
They were not comfortable. They were not even comfortable. Because that place was very tight.
We have received testimony who said that they were made to stand opposite each other, and 4 of them were bound by a rope, and they were pushed on the vehicle. Yes, they lay on the floor of the vehicle.
Wow.
And they were bound together. They
were all tied together.
Hands and the neck.
Only the hands, not the neck and the legs. The hands and the legs were tied. those vehicles, those routes that they used to tie for these vehicles. That's how he tied them. And he asked me to leave.
And what did you do?
Entered in the vehicle and we left.
Did you object?
No, I didn't object.
But at this stage, you knew you were going on a serious operation.
At
this stage, you knew you were going on a serious operation.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you answer?
Yes.
Yes.
And at this stage, you could have opted not to be part of it.
Lead counsel, if I told you are to refuse, that's the time you were brief on it. Because if Tumutamba told me that I was going to take these Ghanaians to kill them,
Mr. Witness.
what he only told me is patrol.
Mr. Witness, you don't go on a patrol to just apprehend people or take people who are already in custody and tie them in ropes like cattle and force them in a vehicle if it wasn't going to be a serious operation.
Solo Bojang and others knew what they were to do. But for me, it's only the time we arrived at the scene, that's the time I know what to do.
But at this stage, you could have refused to be part of it.
If I was brief, I could have refused to go.
Yes, but now that you were there, you saw it with your eyes, what was going on, you could have refused to be part of it.
I quarrel with Solo on this thing.
The question is not what happened afterwards. The question is what happened at that time. You could have refused to say, I am not a jungler. I am not part of you. I will not do this. But
always no one patrol but I'm not going to
because you are not answering the question.
I myself, I didn't know this was what was going on.
You think they were going for a picnic?
Because it's a normal patrol.
Okay.
For me, I thought that it was just a normal patrol.
When these people were herded and bound together and forced in that tiny cabin, the tiny back of this vehicle, you knew it was something serious.
When you say you jël leen dal di leen takkante sànni leen ci biir gannaaw moto bu xat boobu noonu waroon nga xam ne lii de mbir xew-xew la boo xam ne caaxaan.
You knew it was something serious.
amoon nga leen mbir la bu garaaw.
It was wrong.
That day, it's wrong.
That day, I knew it was wrong.
You chose to go along with
amoon nga ne baaxut waaye nga ànd ak ñoom ci liñ doon def.
True or false?
dëgg la wala déet.
dégg nga li ma wax.
I
didn't know it.
waaye ca jamono jooja waxtu boobu ngeen fa taxawee xam nga lan moo doon xew xam nga ne demu leen woon pique-nique.
loolu la wax nii moo tax ma ne ma ñu bu ñoo ñëw su ma gars bi lii mooy xew.
Mr. Witness, nobody is asking you about what happened in Kanilai or along the way. You are being asked this question. At that point, standing at Baba, the place you call Baba Job's residence, these West African migrants were being tied together and forced in your vehicle, you knew that it was a serious operation.
Sere bi laajin la la xew Kanilai de wala li xew ci yoon bi ba ngeen eggee ci béréb boobu nga wax ne mooy këri Baba Jobe gis nga ñu jël ay nit takkalante leen ba di leen fudda ci gannaaw moto boo xam ne yow mii yaa ko doon dawal te ba nga gisee loolu xamoon nga ne ah lii day moom mbir mu doy waar la.
True or false?
It's true.
It's true, it's not correct, it's not normal.
And you chose to go along with them.
Nga dal di tànn nag ànd ak ñoom ci liñ doon def.
That was the order that we were going for a patrol.
But you knew that what you guys were doing was unlawful.
Waa xamoon nga ne nag jamono jooju li ngeen doon def day àndut ak luwaa.
For me, that's here I That's the time I knew that what they were doing is not correct.
But let me ask you, have you ever been tied up with a rope?
No.
If that were to happen, would you be happy with it?
I'm not even happy with that.
And you know that is unlawful? You know it's against the law?
Yes.
What is this? And you chose to go along with them, knowing that what they were doing was unlawful.
If at all I knew it was this thing, I will not go.
I'm not so that I'm always sniper.
You know, soldiers, at night patrol you cannot use.
The question is not what happened before. The question is what happened at that time when they were already put in your vehicle. You knew that this was wrong, it was unlawful.
ci jamono boobu la doon xew bañ leen takkee dugal la sa moto boo xam ne yaa ko doon dawal xamoon nga ne lii àndut a luwaa.
I know it was not lawful.
And you knew that.
xamoon nga ko.
If somebody who knows the law knows that this is not lawful.
Ku xamut luwaa sax xam na ne loolu jaarut yoon. Good. All right. And you decided, with full knowledge that this was unlawful, you decided to go along with it.
Terewut de xamoon nga peng ne liñ doon def àndut ak luwaa waaye terewut nga ànd cee ñoom ci liñ doon def.
True or false?
Dëgg wala déet.
No.
If you answer questions more directly, it becomes easy. We don't have to go around and around. Duñ am pour ñaay palanteer mbaa top dara pour to get the answers. Okay. So, and then you got into your vehicle.
Wow.
When we entered the vehicle, then so asked me to stop.
And then what happened?
Then
we went up to Kanilai.
How many vehicles? With how many captives?
Only 2 pickups were loaded.
Okay, and then what happened?
When we arrived at Kanilai, at the roundabout when entering Kanilai, I asked, so where are these people going to? He asked me to take a bend.
Did he answer to your question? So he did not respond to you apart from saying demal rek demal.
He always tell me is that you are just a driver, just go.
Okay, and then what happened?
We went at the back of the mini stadium, the park. When we reached there, he said stop.
At this time, where was Yaya Jammeh?
He was in Kanilai.
So proceed, please. You went to the mini stadium in Kanilai. How far is it from Yaya Jammeh's residence in Kanilai?
Stadium ndaw bobu nga xamne mo nek Kanilai naka la sori wante ak fa nga xamne moy kër Yaya Jammeh ba Kanilai.
It is a bit far.
How far?
No, I'm not sure.
I cannot.
Mr. Witness,
is far.
The commission would visit Kanilai, and these places would not shift; they would be permanent places, so we'd be able to find them. We would give you a piece of paper. Just draw and show us where these places are located in Kanilai. Just the main landmarks in Kanilai. No. This is you testifying, so you pinpoint the locations, not him. Show us Jammeh's place in Kanilai. Show us the crocodile pond, and show us the. Of course, you know the crocodile pond.
I cannot draw the rest scale. I cannot draw. That's what I asked him to
put the points on that document. Okay, if you want him to write the names for you, he would write the names for you. But no, you put the points first. And you tell him this point is point this.
Yow sa bop bindal place bi fi moy fi bo bëgge mu bindal la touré nak mu bindal la ko.
If Kanilai is not big, how could any place in Kanilai be too far away from the other?
Kanilai ka xam ne ñu reyu ba naka la bëre bi di sori wante.
Show us is it the mini stadium or the park, whatever it is called. So tell him the names of places and he will write them.
Council, I know we skipped him the bio details today, but when he came on the 9th of July 2020, did he indicate in the bio details that he was literate?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Could you write his name down and let him sign it? And date it. Would you agree, Mr. Sillah,
Mr. Sillah,
that Yaya Jammeh's residence in Kanilai is within the main the premises where you have the main entrance.
Yes, it's at the main entrance.
And between Yaya Jammeh's house and the mini stadium, could you give us the distance, the guesstimate of the distance, assuming that this premises is Yaya Jammeh's residence? How far from here would be the mini stadium?
Mini stadium be ak diko Yaya Jammeh ci misal dal melni fi moy kel Yaya Jammeh
be around 30.
Around 30?
30 what?
Kilometers.
Are you kidding me? You are a driver.
You're a driver nga de
20 kilometers.
ñaar fukki kilometer.
Do you know that between here and Banjul is about 8 kilometers?
am nga ne file Banjul juroom ñetti kilometer rek la.
Two kilometers because the distance 2 kilometers.
The distance is 2 kilometers.
Bundikari Yaya Jammeh ak Pape Souba mi be Sindola Hotel. Sindola Hotel ci me
Yaya Jammeh is resident up to the Sindola, around 2 kilometers. It's up to 2 kilometers.
I'm not talking about Sindola. I'm talking about the ministry.
Ministry bi la won benen mi entrant yépp ak square highway bi mu ngay compter dem be période non la.
I check all.
And what does it say? What was your result?
2 kilometers.
It's 2 kilometers.
2 kilometers.
So
You can even make your investigation and see.
We will. Okay, so it's not 20 or 30 kilometers, it's 2 kilometers. And you said that you knew that because you have tested it.
You can even confirm it.
You said you came to know that because you have tested it.
And my people, what it gives me.
And what your meter gave you was 2 kilometers. Then why did you tell the commission that it was 30 kilometers?
When?
You just did.
You are going to check set. You
asked me to check.
We asked you what is the distance, you said 30 kilometers.
Okay.
And you were challenged now and you brought it down to 2 kilometers. And you said the only reason why you knew it was 2 kilometers is because you did the measurement.
Yes, that's it.
You measured it. And you knew the distance. And you came here and told the commission that it was 30 kilometers. Why did you choose to lie?
I didn't lie.
Was that the truth?
What I said is that
the 30 kilometers was it? Look, 30 kilometers. Is that true? Or is it false? So the 30 kilometers is a lie.
Then you take the other one. I told you what I know, you said no.
Mr. Witness, you are here to speak the truth. Is it 2 kilometers or is it 30 kilometers?
2 kilometers.
So when you said 30 kilometers, that was not correct.
I made a mistake. It's not that I lied, but I mistake.
But how could you make a mistake on something that you have measured and you knew exactly that it was 2 meters, 2 kilometers?
Everybody used to forget.
Mr. Witness, You said it was 30 kilometers. That was a mistake. You turned around and said it was 20 kilometers. That too was a mistake. But you only realize now that you had measured it and it was 2 kilometers. You want us to believe you?
Now we just see.
You just lied. But obviously, the two can't be both true.
No, I didn't lie.
Benga wahu degarek, why fenulo? Ken sagula. Benga wahu dega.
Just you must.
Oh, danga buga rafetal ko. Mr. Sillah, stop playing games. You playing to the gallery, okay? You playing to the gallery. You see, here we don't maslaha the truth. When you lie, and we call you out for lying. Okay, so let's move on. 2 kilometers away from Jammeh's residence. And Yaya Jammeh was there. True or false?
Yeah, he was in Kanilai.
And he was in his residence.
Yes, he was there.
So you guys, you went to this place, the mini stadium. Where exactly around the mini stadium?
It
was Solo who directed me. It was inside the bush. It was Solo who knows that place.
Why didn't you refuse to go?
How can I refuse? It was an order.
You knew fully well at this time that these people were going to be killed.
When we reached there, there's a time I know these people are going to kill them.
Mr. Witness, you removed people from Baba Job's house. You had your members of your party, members of your team, communicating with Yaya Jammeh and communicating with the DG of NIA. And they were tied and bundled inside vehicles. They were driven all the way to Kanilai and put in the forest. You think they were going there to have fun?
yow de da ngeen ñëw jël ay nit airplane takkal leen dugal leen ci biir moto te yaa ngi dégg sa ay nit yi nga àndal ñu ngay jokkoo ak Yaya Jammeh ñu ngay jokkoo ak ki nga xam ne mooy Daba Marina léegi ñu jël leen takkal leen yóbbu leen Kanilai dugal leen ci biir àlla ndax fa nga ne foofu caaxaan lañ fa doon defi.
It's not normal.
It was not normal.
Not only was it abnormal, it was clear that these people were going to be executed.
That
is true.
And you decided to continue.
That's true.
And then you took them deeper into the forest.
So what guy me saying the go until where he wanted. That's the time he asked me to stop. Those who were in my vehicle, they came out and put these people down.
Who brought them down?
Solo Malijata
and Sanamanjan.
In the meantime, where was the second vehicle?
It was at the back.
And that vehicle too, what happened?
When they shot this in the first vehicle, the second vehicle came. But in my vehicle, when so untied them, That Ghanaian who came and testified here, he came out from my vehicle and ran away. And then I was standing, I was watching him running away.
You see, the irony here is Malik Jatta sat there, he said, oh, yes, here he was, I saw him. He ran.
You didn't know from that end.
Hold a second. You didn't know what I was going to say. Malik said the guy dropped off and he just passed him. And, you know, he was running away and he just stood there. He felt sorry for him and he didn't do anything.
Malik Mune, mungi taxaw waji bi mo daw ni la ko rombe way daf ko bayri ko xol ndax te daf ko yere.
That is not true. If Malik should have seen him, he would have killed him.
You know,
The pickup. There's people dropping from this side. Those at this other side.
Because
then Solo has already untied them. That's the time this boy jumped. And he was running. I was standing at the door of my vehicle watching him.
Sillah does the fire.
That's the time Solo ran after him and started shooting. But what Malik Jatta was saying, if Malik Jatta should have seen him, he would have killed him.
But equally you, if you should have seen him, you would have killed him.
I was standing on my vehicle and I saw him running.
That's also exactly what Malik Jatta said.
Malik Jatta
Malik Jatta, then they all took these people inside. Malik Jatta was lying, he didn't say anything.
But Malik too would say you were lying. According to Malik, all of you who were there shot these people, these victims. All of you.
I have never shot. I have never.
Okay.
Well, if Malik said so, he's lying.
Tell us step by step what happened for these people to be killed.
Because
when Solo brought these people down, that's the time I saw him start firing.
Well, I'm not going to fire the coup. Tell me.
As one, he shot that person fell in the well. And he was crying. That's the time they took a grenade and fired on him.
Who did that?
Malik.
Malik who?
Malik Jatta.
And what was the effect of shooting a grenade inside the well when this person had just been shot and he dropped in the well but was not dead?
What
was the effect? What was the effect? Nakala mujé biñ jëlé grenade sanni ko ci biir teen bi xamné amna kuñ fétel ba paré sanni ko ci biir teen bi té déyut lan mo xew ba lolu xewé bañ sanni grenade bi fofu
bi ko dafa dégal noy sambi
he had his noise, was weighing.
And then what happened when he threw the grenade in there?
That's how he died.
What happened for you to believe that the person died?
Because
at the end, nobody heard him screaming again.
What happened to the grenade?
It exploded.
With this person inside. And after that explosion, did you hear any movement again or any cries inside that well? How did you really feel that this person already shot and has been dropped in the well? A grenade is thrown inside the well. That explosion, how did you feel?
It was not normal. Killing somebody like that, a fellow human being.
And how about the others? What happened to them?
That day someone proposed the magic such kind of things in some
maybe for the others they will not even feel it, but for me that was my first time seeing those kind of things.
And what happened to the 8 other people? 8 other West Africans?
They were taken to Bundubuhol.
No. I am talking about this particular occasion. In your vehicle were 10 people. You told us that one escaped. And one was shot and pushed inside the well. And the person was screaming. Then a grenade was dropped in the well by Lamin, by Malik, and it exploded. What happened to the other 8 who were in the vehicle?
They brought them down and killed all of them.
How was the killing done?
It was
how my vehicle was just parked this way. This is the distance.
And then what happened?
They will just come and pick. They just shot and threw them.
We would give you another. Could you sketch your vehicle and the well and where these people were standing? Malik Diata, Solo Bojang, and Sanamanjang. Malik Diata, Solo Bojang, and Sanamanjang, fit Tahawon, at your Samoto Bitahaw, at 10 before Lameko. Mr. Witness, stop this nonsense. Okay? You are not testifying before Mr. Kambi. You are testifying before the commission. You understand? Yes, sir. Thank you. And sign and date the document. Where you were behind the mini stadium, were you hearing what was going on in Yaya Jammeh's residence in Kanilai? Yes, we used to. And what were you used to hear it?
Music
there was a music, this Jola music.
So,
we usually hear it.
So what was going on in Kanilai at that time?
I was a Bukarabu at the main compound there.
So at the forest you were hearing this Bukarabu going on?
Yes, we used
very clearly.
We used to hear the drums and the whistle.
And while these festivities were going on in Yaya Jammeh's home in Kanilai, what were you people busy doing? We answer the question.
Okay.
Wow. Ba Yaya Jammeh gaye mi di nos Kanilai di tega sen Bukarabu di feycho yen sa groupe bi yow Malik Diatta Solo Bojang Salamanjang lan ngeen doon def ci àll ba foofu?
That's the time they were killing the Ghanaians.
And in your vehicle, all the other 8 were also executed. Was it Solo alone or was it the group?
Solo was there, Malik Jata was there, and Salamanjang. Solo was the senior man there.
You don't have to answer this question. You have a right not to incriminate yourself. But if you lie also, the commission may take that against you. Did you shoot anybody?
I have never shot anyone. Since the TRRC started, all junglers came here.
Are you basing your answer on the premise that nobody has said you shot anybody, or are you basing your answer on the truth?
Yow sa tontu bi dang ko wér ci ne ñi fi joxe sédé yépp kenn tuddul la ne fetel nga wala dang ko wér ci ne dëgg moom ngay wax.
If I have shot, I would have been here, I would have said it here that I have shot.
So you did not shoot anybody?
No. Even if I did it, why would I take to replace my round? Where will I get it? Because if I go back to State House without the round complete, they will not take it. Because the way you receive your round at the Amory, that's the same way you should return it, and it should be counted.
My friend, you went on a state authorized operation, correct?
Right, again the one
just answer my question. You went on a state authorized operation. True or false? So this issue of expending a round or a bullet was a non-consideration.
I know I didn't do it.
So what happened to the people in the other vehicle?
The same thing. They did the same thing to them.
Who did the same to them?
Because I didn't know those who were at the same that other people. But Solo gave them order to shoot them.
And what happened to them?
They killed all of them, and they threw them inside the well.
Okay. So now you have, from a batch of 20, you have 19 casualties.
Yes, they killed all of them.
And then what happened after that?
And Solo said, let's go back home.
And then? And then?
And we spend the night.
Take it step by step. Stop jumping. Okay. Yes, and where did you go?
We went back to Kanilai.
And then what happened when you arrived in Kanilai?
Solo entered into the compound and said that he is going to the HE.
To do what? Hey, stop bile dilly-dally. Tell us the truth. What happened? What did he go to do?
Maybe he went there to brief him.
Maybe, or he went there to brief him.
What you said is that Whatever you said is.
I did not say it. You said it.
Yow mi ya ko wax.
So
So when inside the compound, and
nobody is asking about what he got from there. He went to report to Yaya Jammeh, mission accomplished, what you and his team had already done. The killing of 19 West African migrants.
That's what happened. Lam fa jëlé de moy da ngeen dem pour wax ko ne li ñu santoon def nañ ko lam leen def lo def ngeen ko moy rey ngeen fukk ak juróomi
fukk ak juróomi true or false?
Yes.
Did the festivities stop?
It didn't stop.
The music and dance continued. When you people had just executed 19 West Africans. That's what happened. What?
What you said is true.
Do you know a person called Aliou Dieng?
Yes, I know him.
Was he there?
I cannot say.
How about Fatou Nyabali?
Those Nyabali people, they were not in Kanilai.
But they were there, weren't they? How about Oya?
Omar
Diallo?
No idea.
I don't have any idea about it.
I must have been idea to you.
Well, how did you feel when you returned to Kanilai, having witnessed the most terrible crime that had happened in the country up to that period, and you went back to music and dance and
that's tafar bu ñaaw bi nga xamne jamono joju xew bu xew Gambia ba mu ci gëna ñaaw ngeen def ko ba pare dal di dem téwé ji nak ay fecc ak ay musique lo yek jamono
man kéro lu gëna smaram sa bari na
I lost a lot. I thought about a lot.
How about Yaya Jammeh? Did he participate in the festivities?
Yaya Jammeh ndax mu ngi bokkon ci xumbel bobu doon am.
He was not there.
He was not participating in the dancing.
But
the dancing was happening in his residence.
But
of course, they had the gunshots and the record launchers.
Why they do Bali Soheku ak bomb insani?
I'm not for Casamas.
You know that place is not far away from Casamas.
But of course, the stadium, the mini stadium, is closer.
And it's not far away from Casamas.
Mr. Witness, bombs and gunshots would not be happening near Kanilai, and for Yaya Jammeh to stay calm if he did not know where they were coming from.
Ay bomb ak ay bali fetel du soxé ko Kanilai fekk Yaya Jammeh dal di tok rek ak xel mu dal fekk xamut bomb yoyu ak bal yoyu fan la joggé.
Is that to be believed?
He
knew what was going on. He knew that his killers were busy killing on his instructions. In Kanilai. True or false?
Yes,
so answer clearly. Remove your hand and answer clearly. True or false?
Sorry, I'm not
Mr. Witness, okay, I will do it again. Yaya Jammeh was there in Kanilai, correct?
Yaya Jammeh mu ngi woon Kanilai, du noonu.
The gunshots could be heard from his residence in Kanilai.
Te fam toogoon noonu ca Kanilai ca dëkkuwaayam ba mu ngi doon dégg bali fetel yi.
Maybe he has heard it. Because the gunshot is always loud at night.
And a minimum of 20 bullets were fired.
Te lum néew ñaar fukki bal moom soxi nañ ko.
Correct?
Déet.
Okay.
Yes, gunshot, I didn't know how many, but there was gunshot.
A minimum of 20 gunshots were fired.
Lum néew ñaar fukki bal soxi nañ ko.
20 shots, 20 bullets,
Depends on what?
If at all is a single shot, it can be only 20, but if at all is automatic, it could be more than 20.
You are not listening.
A
minimum of 20 bullets were expended.
Dama ne lum néew ñaar fukki bal moom soxi nañ ko.
There is no way Yaya Jammeh would not hear
Loolu amul dara niñ ko mën a defee te Yaya Jammeh déggu
these gunshots.
déggu bali fetel yooyu.
And there is no way he would not have heard the sound, the explosion of the grenade.
Te amul benn pexe boo xam ne dina bom boobu ñu sànni de déggut ko.
You agree?
Ànd nga ci.
Yes.
And he knew, of course, that it was his soldiers who were doing the killing he instructed them to do.
Óoroon na ko peñ ne soldaaram yi ñoo doon def rey googu nga xam ne moom moo leen ko defloo.
True?
Dëgg la.
Maybe, it could be.
Well, Solo went and briefed him, didn't he?
Waaw Solo dellu na.
Solo went there, but I didn't know what he discussed.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Witness. Do you think during Yaya Jammeh's time, a soldier would have the audacity to take a single person who can lie and shoot the person dead without Yaya Jammeh's authorization?
Waaw déglu ma laaj la de seede bi foog nga ne jamono Yaya Jammeh kenn am na fiti ñeme boo xam ne dina jël benn nit rek yóbbu ko ba Kanilaay nga fetel ko foofu rey ko te Yaya Jammeh xamu ci dara.
Li nga waate mën na am xam naa leen tamit comme ñoo
Hey, stop dilly-dallying. Just answer the question. Answer the question.
No, I didn't know that one.
Look,
but what I know
it's
is
not about whether you know or don't know. Does anybody have the audacity to do that? Or did anybody have the audacity to do that during that time? Maybe.
maybe because Tumbu can even do some things that Yaya Jammeh is not aware of.
On this particular occasion, Yaya Jammeh was aware. And you know that Yaya Jammeh was aware. This is not me testifying. This is you testifying. Yaya Jammeh was aware of this. Yaya Jammeh gave the instructions. You know that, didn't you? You are scared to say the truth.
Well, I have nothing to fear.
Well, you are not here to die. So tell us the truth. Yaya Jammeh was aware. He was the one pulling the strings. He gave the orders.
I didn't have any idea. I know that Tumbu is the one who gave the order, and I don't know where Tumbu picked this order from.
From where would Tumbu get the orders?
Tumbu fan la wara jëlé ndigal li.
Tumbu suma momo xam man xama fu ñu man driver rek.
But Mr. Witness, you played games. You knew that Tumbul would only get these orders from Yaya Jammeh. True or false?
No.
Maybe. Is it true or false?
Because I'm telling you, I didn't know anything. But still now you say.
Along the way, Solo Bojang was speaking to Yaya Jammeh, wasn't he? So obviously, it must have been about that particular operation, wasn't it?
That operation.
The federal operation.
Correct?
Maybe.
Maybe.
And you went up to Yaya Jammeh's backyard to do these killings of 19 people. You think anybody in this country would have done that at that time without Yaya Jammeh's knowledge? You're just shaking your head. Answer the question.
I know that
you see, Mr. Witness, what you're trying to do, you are so afraid to say that Yaya Jammeh knew it.
Yaya Jammeh gave an order. I have nothing to fear.
Okay, let's do it this way. You said Yaya Jammeh. Listen, you did say a moment ago that Yaya Jammeh was briefed, wasn't he?
Tumuta bunya pado tumuta wasmo honne yaji me moje order matta mane ko li conseiller yaji me moje order bo amal ma ci ragal
police ya jame man deg mako sax ya jame gef
pas que ko pour ça ngare ma sa tebi te mo jël ma deg dew mako.
What I didn't hear it.
Do you realize that you yourself, Tumbul Tamba, Sanam Manjang, Malik Jata, you are all murderers?
I
was not part of it.
Well, you drove them to their death, didn't you?
I was told. Okay. If I was told that they are going to kill these people, I will not go.
And the next day, what happened?
The same thing happened.
And where were you? The next day, what happened? Did you go back on patrol?
I was the only one as a driver.
Okay. And you went, where did you go this time around? And did you go past Mandina Bar?
No one just
answer questions. And when you arrived at Mandina Bar, you realized that you were going outside your jurisdiction, correct? Did you refuse to go this time around?
I quarreled with him.
Did you refuse to go?
I was told at Kanila that we are going for a different patrol.
Who told you a different patrol? So you arrived at Mandinaba. Okay.
Because you get the sugar different blue judge. They are doing
things they never tell you.
But you getting agitated. Take it easy. You realized at that stage also that, well, what happened the day before is happening again.
Because man that day, first day,
for the first day, I thought that it is finished.
Why the argument is always suga de se operation ni dunya musa talk wani ne di la nyande dunya muna camouflage en bugane we are going for patrol.
What they usually camouflage with
that day lima wani ma nywe solo mona nywe nje different route nywe patrol.
Baba may you translate to film nekani. What they usually camouflage us is that we are only going for a patrol, but they never tell us that we are going for to do these things.
Mr. Chair, it's 2:15. I got carried away. I'm sorry. We overran the time. Perhaps this is a point we should stop for lunch, and then we would come back after 1 hour.
Would you be ready for a 3 o'clock return?
Yes.
Okay, fine. If you're going to do that, then afterwards. But it is frightening and shocking. I want to know from the witness when one of the captives was shot and then thrown into the well. Who was it who threw in a grenade?
Malik Jatta.
Malik Jatta threw a grenade and exploded in the well?
Of course, sir.
In the Gambia?
Yes, sir.
We will come back at 3 o'clock. Thank you.
When we touch down, get a broke down.
Gamtel G-Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G-Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G-Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
That's how she became mine and see the
For all your pastry, bakery, and quality food, CK Restaurant is the only place to be. We do catering for birthdays, weddings, and all related services. We have all kinds of local foods, American, European, and even beyond. Come and have a taste of our local juice, ebe, and other services. At CK Restaurant, customer satisfaction is our priority.
Love like fire. Wow. Love like fire. Xam ngeen rek affaire bi xam ngeen fan la skincare la 2020 lañ wax de waaw fii nag mooy Kerr fan Kerr zero tache perfect skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek loolu lañ soxlaati rek maanaam bu ngeen am problème ci seen skin yéen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal ba la ka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi defee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw fii ngeen di ñëw skincare plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk la ñu indi products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa natural beauty that melanin dripping we do have stuff for you as well emuñ si skincare products rek ñu ngi ci cuub yi tamit fu ne la ñoo jaar in fact sax last commercial bi ñu defoon waxuñ leen woon dañoo dox ci ay kawar 9A grade rek nag waaw we do have bundles as well hair si lu ne la ñoo dox ñun ñu ngi ci rafetal jigéen rek luy taaral jigéen rek waaw boo leen di tukki tamit bëggoon rek classic suitcase ñu dañoo dox ci ay Samsonite duñ dee indi any brand of suitcases though other than Samsonite comme li ma dee wax rek boo eggee airport dëri Samsonite dafa am nuñ laa xoolee waaw ngeen ne lan nag waaw skin ci moom la ñu gën a xamee nag skin care products ci moom la ñu gën a xamee ñu ngi dox tamit bentee tamit si ay dàlla man waaye man nag skin care mooy suma specialty xam nga rek jigéen bu sa xar kanam réglé loo def mu jag am nañ Patricia Reiner, Kiwi Eye, the whole range, Lighten Up Gold, Tomatine. I mean, the list can just go on and on and on and on. Lépp loo xam ne rek luy taaral jigéen la ci yooyu rek la ñoo dox. Skincare plus nag emuñ si Gambia rek ñu ngi United States ñu ngi Gambia fii ba pare bu dee yaa ngi anywhere in Europe mun nañ la ko mail within 3 days rek ñetti fan rek nga jot say diw emuñ si loolu rek dañ laa consult tamit balaa ñu laa jaay diw dinañ def a free consultation pour wax la rek exactly li nga xam ne moo méngoo ak sa kanam dinañ leen wax tamit ne rek am nañ perfumes you know fragrances men's shirts accessories we do dresses as well we do blouses I mean we do shoes name it we do them Skincare Plus 2020 is our year of perfection zero task fi mu nekk nii réew mi fii kenn waratu fi task kenn waratu fi am problème kanam kenn waratu fi am problème yu picca boo ko amee dafa fekk ne rek ñëwuloo ci place bi fii. Love like fire. Bring my
When me touch down, better broke down.
Gamtel G-Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G-Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G-Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
That's how she became mine and see that.
For all your pastry, bakery, and quality food, CK Restaurant is the only place to be. We do catering for birthdays, weddings, and all related services. We have all kinds of local foods, American, European, and even beyond. Come and have a taste of our local juice, ebe, and other services. At CK Restaurant, customer satisfaction is our priority.
Love like fire. Wow. like fire. Xam ngeen rek affaire bi xam ngeen fan la skincare la 2020 lañ wax de waaw fii nag mooy Kerr fan Kerr zero tache perfect skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek loo lañ soxlaati rek maanaam bu ngeen am problème ci seen skin yéen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal ba la ka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi defee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw skincare plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk lañ leen a indi les products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa natural beauty that melanin dripping we do have stuff for you as well emuñ si skincare products rek ñu ngi ci cuub yi tamit fu ne la ñoo jaar